going on? We are ex-ambassadors, and you are watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'd like to welcome you to an interview with ex-ambassadors. How are you?
How's it going?
Good.
I just want to say thanks for taking the time to have a chat before the
Oh,
camera.
anytime for a music blog, yeah.
I was just saying, before the camera actually started rolling, the first time that we chatted with these guys was 2.5 years back. So
Yeah, that was at the,
definitely-
what was the venue where we were at?
The
It was
Rivoli.
the Rivoli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're at the Opera House tonight here in Toronto.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger than the Rivoli.
Yeah, and then ACC is coming up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's very exciting. That one's going to be crazy. We're opening for Muse on that one, and we are very excited about that tour. So.
Awesome. Well, this year's been pretty great for you guys, especially with the success of Renegades releasing VHS, and now you're on this awesome North American tour. How are you feeling at the moment? Everything's pretty, is it settled in now? What's going on?
It's great. I mean, we're on a bus now, which is we're 7 weeks into our bus, which is pretty.
Big step up.
Yeah, big step up. We're loving it, and the crowds have been so good. You know, the crowds have been so great, and it's just great to be able to perform for people every night.
Yeah, I mean, we really have gotten a chance to see our fan base grow, you know, and not just in number, but also, you know, evolve with us. And, you know, our music's changed certainly a lot since we first started playing, and probably since you saw us at the Rivoli, it's changed, you know, and our fans continue to they stay on this ride with us, which is really cool, and we're so grateful, and it's been awesome to see all of our hard work start to come to
Pay off.
start to pay off a little bit. Yeah, you know, I mean, it always pays off. It pays off anytime you get on that stage and sing or play, you know, but it's in other ways it's starting to pay off too.
A lot of the shows you've played on this tour so far, has any city stuck out as a highlight, whether based on the performances, the fans, or the vibe of the city itself?
Actually, last night was pretty rad.
Yeah, it was pretty
In London,
awesome.
Ontario.
Okay.
That was really, really sweet. But I mean, I'm expecting good things from tonight in Toronto as well.
Well, we must, of course, discuss VHS. Something I
Yeah.
thought that was really neat about the records, that there are actually 4 interludes shown throughout the album, each clocking in under a minute. Why did you decide to include those? 'Cause I don't see those as
So
often.
those interludes are actually
That's why.
audio. Yeah, they're audio clips taken from home movies of us growing up to the band starting first tour and stuff like that. And you see that more in like 90s hip hop albums, which is something that we grew up on.
And in present day hip hop records,
present day
you know, like Kendrick Lamar record is full of them,
I think-
both new and old.
Yeah, I think also like it really how we were first introduced to it was the 90s hip hop records that we grew up with. So we wanted to sort of bring that into the rock world too, and I think that the interludes help tell our story a little bit and, you know, give us a personality more as a band.
What was it like sifting through? Was it footage you were going through, or was it clips?
Video
or-
footage, yeah.
Okay.
It was hours and hours and hours of footage that I went through of mine and of Noah's and of Adam's, and mine includes me and Casey because we're brothers. But it was really funny. We had this one night at Adam's mom's house in Michigan where I was just crying on the floor laughing at home videos of Adam when he was like 13. It was I don't know if I've laughed that hard in my entire life. It was so
Screaming
funny.
with laughter.
Of his bar mitzvah and like
Bar mitzvah
he
party.
had his bar mitzvah party, and oh my god, it was incredible. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I was gonna say, because I was curious if VHS came from the fact that just old movies that you really dug that you were watching when you were younger. I guess just from sifting all.
Yeah, and you know, there's something nostalgic about the record too that we wanted to reinforce, and you know, there's always, as fun as it is to watch those old home movies, it's always a little melancholy too, you know, just remembering your youth and childhood, and also where we grew up had such a huge impact on us as people and the music that we make. Small town in upstate New York, Ithaca, pretty close to here actually. So yeah.
I like the nostalgia factor, because as soon as I saw the title, when I think of VHS, I go back to when I was younger, just watching like HR Puffin stuff and like
I
all
know.
of these super old films, and it just felt so cool, just like reflect back on that kind of stuff. So when you look back at the movies that you used to watch a lot when you were younger, which come to mind?
For me, it's a lot of Disney, honestly. I grew up with Disney as from when I can remember watching anything, so all the Disney collections. We had all the VHSs in my parents' room and watched it on the little 12-inch TV screen before I go to bed. So those come to mind.
Yeah, mine. We used to tape episodes of TV when I was a kid. A lot of taped episodes of like X-Men and Spider-Man. But Raiders of the Lost Ark was a big one for me. There's a lot of Indiana Jones shout outs on the record because that was a big movie for me. I was a big Harrison Ford fan, so and Spielberg fan, obviously. Yeah.
You mentioned a couple superheroes there. And
Yeah.
Of course, superpower. There's a lyric on there. It's birds are playing Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, and it's just is that kind of an ode to what you were watching?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was obsessed with superheroes when I was a kid, and I think to some degree, I still that obsession still exists. You know, and again, yeah, it's a little bit of a homage to my childhood and to our childhood. We all loved superheroes. Noah and I had a bunch of toys when we were younger. We just called them men. It's pretty sexist. But you know, men and women were both called men in the toys, and we brought them to school, and we ended up getting men banned from our
because
kindergarten
there were so many fights.
because we
would play with the men, or they were little like action figurines.
Yeah, and we were little boys, so all the fighting would be like super violent, and like the teachers were like, no.
Was this in kindergarten?
Yeah, like kindergarten. Yeah.
There's this thing that my friends and I would have the debate about, which is actually Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne. For you guys, which one do you think would win in a fight?
Oh, I don't know.
I like Batman, Superman Adventures. I'll stick with them being together.
Yeah, let's stick with them being together.
You won't break up the dream team?
Won't break up the dream team. There's a movie coming out. They'll take care of that.
I actually got to sit down with Jamie and Commons recently when he was.
Oh, awesome!
And we were discussing just the collaboration with you guys and how was actually featured on the record.
I probably talk a lot of shit, didn't he?
He only had the nicest things to say. I
promise. Good.
The reason I bring him up is because it's obviously you guys are open to collaborations. There were 2 on the album in total. So when it comes to anyone else you'd like to work with, who comes to mind?
Oh, I mean, the list is endless. It's so hard to pin one person down because we're such big fans of music and the music industry and songwriters and producers, and there's so much good music and good creative talent out there that's going on that, I mean, the list is endless.
We just did a thing with VH1 for the artists to watch or ones to watch, and you ought to know the VH1 you ought to know. And we got to hang out with a bunch of our peers of the kind of class of 2015, and there are a lot of young artists coming up that we'd love to work with and who we are friends with, like Elle King. We love her. She's amazing.
We sat down with her in the summertime.
She's the greatest.
It's amazing to see where she's gone.
She's the greatest. And you know, we got a chance to kick it with Miguel. He's the man, and we would love to collaborate with him at some point, and Hosier and James Bay. We got a chance to meet him too, and George Ezra, Tori Kelly.
These are
what
all
an incredible
people
voice.
That were fans
Yeah.
before. That's great.
Yeah. So
it's an honor to share the stage with them. For sure.
and also the greats. Like I'd love to work with Kanye or David Bowie, or any one of those. Rick Rubin. Yeah.
Being that the music you listen to so vast and from genre to genre, who's your go-to band at this very moment? Is there someone that you've been listening to a lot on the road, or someone that you're absolutely loving?
Oh yeah, I've been obsessed with this Chris Stapleton record right now. Do you know Chris Stapleton?
No.
He's a country singer songwriter, and he just swept the CMAs, and he's been a songwriter primarily for his whole career, and he just put out this solo record. It's like blues country. It's like real Memphis-y kind of rooted country soul music. And I'm not I don't really listen to much country because I don't really know, not because I don't like it, because I just don't know what's going on. But if it's anything like what this guy is putting out, I mean, I'm going to listen to a lot more country music because this record is incredible. It's called Traveler. Okay. And Justin Timberlake actually came out and sang the single off the record with him at the CMAs.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's got the JT stamp
cool.
of approval. But this guy has a voice of an angel. It's like unbelievable and killer songwriter. I've just been it's very uncharacteristic of me, but I've been listening to that record like nonstop.
How about yourself?
There's so many. I mean, I obviously love the new Adele record. I haven't really sat with it as much as I should, but you know, everything that's all the bigs that are coming out, but also the last record that we got into a little bit was this singer named Quabs, who's
Sounds very. I think we covered. Is it a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe we covered him in a couple festivals in the
yeah,
UK.
Incredible.
Yeah.
he is another person that just has this voice that's, oh my God, it's one of those classic, just unbelievable voices, the deep, and he has this deep range that's just amazing. So his record was great. A band that came out with a great album recently was Young Fathers. It was a few months back, but I love that album. I just picked up the vinyl for it and everything, but there's so much good stuff coming out.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of good music coming out.
Awesome. Well, of course, we know you guys for the very good music and the shows that we've
That's
been
right.
covering for a very long time. So just outside of the music part of your lives, what do you enjoy doing together as a band?
Eating.
Yeah,
Eating?
there's not too much outside of the music part of our lives right now, but we go to movies and stuff, and
Yeah.
we play each other in video games sometimes, and real nerdy stuff.
Adam and Noah are big golfers,
Yeah.
so
Oh, really?
in good weather they'll wake up like at ungodly hours in the morning just to go golfing, which I find hilarious because there's no other thing on the planet, not even like music, that would get them up at as early
that
as they
time.
get up to play golf.
You gotta get out sometime. We spend all the time in these
Yeah.
dank,
The
dark
van.
venues. It's nice to be outside.
I like to exercise. We all, Noah and I are the bigger exercisers of the four of us. But I run and I'm reading right now. I'm trying to tackle Infinite Jest, David Foster Wallace, which is a monster of a book. But everyone, it's like one of the greatest books ever written, and I'm trying to read it right now, and it's incredibly hard. So that's what I'm doing in my free time. But yeah, music takes up 99.9% of our
Yeah, of
time right
course.
now. Right, and not only just playing the shows, but writing.
Yeah.
Getting ready for our next record too.
So there's stuff in the works already.
Yeah, that's how we have to do it, because we have to write so much bad stuff before we get to any good stuff.
You can find the joy.
So you got to start early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, just to wrap everything up today, before we were mentioning your fans and how it's been great to see them grow with you guys. So is there anything you'd like to say to all your fans who'll be viewing?
We love you.
We love you guys. Seriously.
So much. so much.
Not in a creepy way.
In a creepy way.
Perfect. Just thank you so much for your time.
Thank
really
you.
do appreciate it.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you so much.
And remember, everyone viewing, you can visit us at musicblogya.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Music Blog, yeah.